Hi, I'm Brian Sheetz with American Rifleman. We're here at Media Day at the range at SHOT Show 2015, and I'm here with Mark Gurney, who is Director of Product Management at Ruger. Mark, you've got several pretty significant introductions here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about these guns?
Sure, Brian. You know, we come up with all these a little bit before the end of the year. Now they're here in one place for everyone to see. Scout rifle, we know how much you like the Scout rifle.
I'm a Scout rifle nut, yes.
Sure. So the original gun was 7 pounds. We took 3/4 of the pound out of the Scout rifle.
Great.
Composite stock.
With a polymer stock. That's great.
Still, we keep the pull adjustability, and
right.
That was a requirement that I had to keep that.
Right.
And one little secret for the Scout rifle nuts is just about under that label right there is a boss. You can drill a hole for the third stud for a chain sling.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, it's amazing how long it's taken for people to get that whole third stud, and that's to have a sling that basically has a loop that goes from the middle stud to the front stud so that you can kind of get that support hand in there and stabilize the gun better for quick shooting.
Okay,
now how about handguns? It looks like you've got a lot going on in handguns.
Sure, yep. So LCR, great gun. We have one in 38, very lightweight. One in 357, it's steel frame, a little bit heavier. 38's 14 ounces, 357 about 17 ounces. This is the 17-ounce steel gun, chambered at 9mm.
Okay.
So it's a sweet little gun because it's just heavy enough that you can hang onto it and shoot, and 9mm isn't so heavy recoiling.
And of course, being a double action, you've got to have a way to headspace the cartridge properly. So you've got a full moon clip here, right. And those like a spring steel moon clip.
And if you notice, you got this little slot right here, and that puts some more spring into the spring steel. So loading and unloading the clip is really quite simple. You just push in and take out from the side.
Very cool. I've kind of always been a fan of the 9mm revolvers, and Ruger has a history with that, with the old 6 series and in fact the SP101. Yep. Okay. All right. How about, speaking of more of revolvers, how about the Match Champion here? What's new on that?
So we came out with that a while ago. So it has really an action job from the factory. We have centering shims on the hammer and trigger.
Okay.
It's just sweet double action, good crisp single action, stippled Pogue monogrip. You can see it has a fiber optic front sight.
Right.
And on this gun, a fully adjustable rear sight.
Okay.
The original model was a fixed sight with a Novak fixed rear. This is fully adjustable.
Right.
So you can run it from the low power puff 30 to hot rod 357s and anywhere in between. Fully adjustable sight.
Yeah, and this is sort of a classic Ruger adjustable rear sight, which is
we didn't have
very functional and works well. Yeah.
The fiber optic helps pick it up. And we try to make these fiber optics kind of dual duty. You have the fiber optic sight, but it's inside a square post.
Right.
So if you're doing some slow, serious target work, you can still line up square post, square notch.
Okay.
Crisp sight picture.
That's excellent. That has a great feel to it with that monogrip. That's really nice. Very good. All right. How about in semi-autos? Take us.
Big deal. SR 1911. You know, we've had off for a while now. That's an aluminum framed commander length gun. Okay. So it's just under 30 ounces.
That is very light. That feels good.
Sure. You know, 1911s are very narrow, so they're great carry pieces. Yeah, the high capacity Wonder 9s are that's what they are. But single stack, 45 ACP, nice narrow carry configuration. But this one is different. We really went through a lot of trouble to make sure it would feed reliably over a full lifetime of use. And if I may show you.
Sure.
Okay. We have a titanium feed ramp in the gun. So that keeps hollow points from beating up the feed ramp over time. So right there is a piece of titanium.
Okay.
So hollow points as they're coming up the feed ramp won't gouge up the aluminum. They'll be on that titanium. Now, when the gun is brand new, the titanium looks a little bit blue. It's kind of cool looking. After it's shot a little bit, it goes away. And, but it will serve you well for a lifetime of service. That is important, because I have seen aluminum frame guns that do not have a ramped barrel design just totally chewed out on the feed ramp area from sharp hollow points. So that's an important feature. So for the guy who is a 1911 guy, which I am, this is a very familiar shape and gives you the proper angle for sighting and kind of instinctive pointing of the gun. Right. But if you flip it around, you can see safety, slide catch, and mag release, all in the same place in 1911.
Right, right.
You not only got grip angle, but the controls are there.
That's very nice.
It's a good companion piece, training piece.
And of course, being the more recent iteration of this series, it's got a loaded chamber indicator, and I see you guys have put a rail on this model. That comes with this particular model?
Comes with the gun.
Okay.
And also has, this model has the replaceable grip panels. So
okay,
you can use
right.
1911 grip panels.
Right.
They have to be thin panels.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're really crowding the 1911 without making a 1911.
Now, tell me about this. You guys had a Lite 2245 Lite before this, but what is happening here with this part of the receiver?
You know, it's just cosmetics.
Okay.
So all 2245 Lites have a tension stainless steel barrel in there.
Okay.
And then how we make the lightning cuts, it makes it look cool, but you're also ventilating the barrel at this point.
Okay.
And every year we try to do new color, new geometry, new something, just to keep it.
Well, this is very lightweight, and of course comes with the threaded muzzle for it's suppressor ready,
yeah.
let's say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's got a lot of features to it. Polymer frame, so perfect backpack gun. Thanks, Mark. We really appreciate your time today.
My pleasure.
Great new products. Okay, so this is the new 2245 Lite with a burst fast fire on it. Just going to put a few rounds through it.
Okay, go ahead and you can have a seat at the bench. We're shooting at the steel targets all the way down. Target halfway down. Got I think 5 rounds.
Absolutely, totally lacking in recoil.